Granddaddy P here. All right, I'm going to do a long instead of a short this time. And I want to talk about the Republic of Korea. A lot of you folks see the Korean dramas. You see pictures and videos of Seoul, which is gorgeous. Not all of it is gorgeous, mind you, but you see the parts that are. I lived in Seoul for 10 years. I will tell you it has come a long, long way. I loved my 10 years. If I could afford it, I would go back. But I don't speak enough Korean. And I'm 67 years old, and there's not too many jobs for 67-year-old white guys in the Republic of Korea. So I do have family over there, but, I have to be able to sustain myself. And I don't think I could right now. So I can't go back. But for those of you who want to go and think it's a wonderful place to live, it can be. But let me give you the other side. Because there is another side. If you go there as a foreigner, you will always be a foreigner. Sometimes you will be treated more nicely. Other times you won't. But you will always be the standout. You will always be the person from the other place. You will never be a Korean. And with that comes some things. Sometimes you're the center of attention, and it feels good, and it might even be good. Other times, not so good. You can go to places in Seoul right now. I don't do the nightlife, but if I did, there would be places in Seoul, nightclubs that I could not enter simply because I'm a foreigner. They would take one look at me and go, nope, you're not allowed in. Yes, prejudice. Yes, racism. Welcome to Korea. There are other things. I'll give you a couple examples. One, I was in a car. I was in the military at the time, driving from our apartment complex, which was in Hanam-dong, now a very ritzy area, to Yongsan Garrison, the other side of Itaewon. We're at that large intersection, right where Yongsan Garrison and Itaewon kind of meet up. Now there's a bridge you can walk over. Back then, there wasn't. We're in the car. We're stopped at the red light. And this is a huge intersection. Waiting on the light to turn green. And a Korean businessman does what? It wasn't a big deal, but he rear-ended us. Nobody was hurt. Minor damage, but definitely damage to both cars. His car worse than ours. He hit us in the back. His front end crumpled. We got out. He got out. He walked up to the driver, who was a female army soldier. White girl. Okay. Obviously not Korean. And the Korean businessman says to her, "Your fault, right?" And that was the mindset. It was her fault. And the rationale? Well, you're a foreigner. You're a soldier. You're a GI. We know you have insurance. So if you weren't here, it wouldn't have happened. So your fault. And that's the way it went down. Her insurance company paid. Her rates went up. Everybody went away happy. See, you don't get treated the same. Another instance, I was with a Korean banker friend of mine. I was still in the military. He decided to take me to his university, the one he graduated from several years before that. And it was Yonsei University. We went, we looked around. A couple things happened there. We got bumped by some agitated young Korean students who didn't like the fact that I was even on their campus. But then we went to a beer garden with him and his friends. And we were having a wonderful time. And then one of his friends says, Sergeant Panic, I shouldn't have to go into the military. And I looked at him, being in the military, serving in his country, and I said, well, why is that? And his answer was, well, as long as you're here, meaning me, and I'm in country, and the Americans are in country, as long as you are here, North Korea will never attack. So I shouldn't have to serve in the military. This guy actually thought it was okay For me to spend years in his country protecting it, and he shouldn't have to do anything. Kind of reminds you a little of BTS, doesn't it? With their special rule, and then the entire 2 extra years they waited, they tried to get out of going. Yeah, same mindset, people. So yeah, if you are a foreigner, you are definitely treated different in South Korea. One more story. My boss, who was at the Department of the Army civilian at the time when I was over there, went out the back gate to go to his apartment, which was along the river, the Han River. Now, not too far where those nice big towers are, right in that area. But he goes out the back gate, green light, but a guy on a bicycle. Oh, and the guard waves him on. And the bicycle comes across and he hits the tail end of the bicycle, knocks the guy down. Guy gets up, looks at his bike, goes, oh well, starts to walk away. Another Korean gentleman walking on the sidewalk goes, blah, 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 blah. The guy immediately puts his bicycle down and lays in the street. Why? They know that Mr. So-and-so had insurance. Went to the hospital, spent 2 weeks. My boss paid the man several $1,000s. Yeah. Guy wasn't hurt. Bike wasn't hurt. Guard waved the man out, the car out, but then the bicycle went against the red light. But didn't matter. Mr. So-and-so, I know his name, I'm not going to tell you, was an American in a car. Automatically, his fault. Pay up lots of money. This, my friends, is the real South Korea. Not the Son Ye-jin dramas where everybody's beautiful and everybody's happy. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no. If you are a foreigner and you go to live in South Korea, expect to be treated differently. Expect to be treated with extreme prejudice. Sometimes good, oftentimes not so good. Keep that in mind. Granddaddy Pete, signing out.